Welcome. This is the May 16th meeting of the Wallingford Zoning Board of Appeals. I'd like to start the meeting by saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight's decisions will be published in the Record Journal on Friday, May 20th, 2022. The effective date of your variance will be Friday, May 20th, 2022. The date a certified copy is recorded on the land records. The statutory 15-day appeal period will expire on Sunday, June 5th, 2022. If you commence operations and/or construction during the appeal period, you do so at your own risk. Voting tonight is Tom Wolfer, Karen Harris, Ray Rise, and myself, Joe Russick. Before I go forward, who's here for 22-019 for Chick-Fil-A? Okay, hold on. And who's here for 22-020 for 35 Apple Street? Okay, as you can see, there's just 4 of us here. Normally, we have 5, so you have the opportunity, if somebody votes no, you need at least 4 yes votes for your application to pass. So as you see tonight, we have only 4, and I apologize for that, but last minute emergencies come up for people. So your opportunity for a no or a failure on your application is a little bit higher if somebody votes no on it. So you have the opportunity to forward it till next month. If you feel you want to wait for the 5, if you feel you want to come in, we open up the public hearing and listen to your applications, and the 4 of us will make a decision. So it's up to you. You can forward to next month, and hopefully we will have 5. But Amy, what is, if they go to next month, what do they have to do, please?
If the public hearing is not opened this evening, and you're opting not to be heard this evening at all and choose to continue, there's no penalty involved. However, you will need to re-notify, because if the public hearing is opened and you're midway through and you say, you know what, I'd like to continue, at that point, you do not need to re-notify. So just bear that in mind. The one notification will not carry through for June.
So how do you feel? You guys, you want to? You want to be heard tonight? Or, yeah, both of you want to be heard tonight? Okay. First up is 22-019, variance request for Guadun for Chick-Fil-A, 1098 North Colony Road. Mr. Secretary, or Mr. Vice Chairman, do you have any correspondence?
Yes, I do. On 22-019, the variance request for Godwin Chick-Fil-A at 1098 North Colony Road, the applicant seeks a variance for side yard of 16.8 feet, where 20 feet exists and 20 feet is required to construct a meal delivery and drive-through customer Canopies at 1098 North Colony Road in an RF40 district. Drive-through canopy is not encroaching and requires no ZBA approval. Variance request pertains to 698 square feet canopy to be erected on the southern side of the building, covering the pickup window. Applicant is not proposing any changes to existing parking or drive aisles as a result. Applicant will be proceeding to Planning and Zoning Commission for site plan modification. And there's also a letter, correspondence, I believe from the fire marshal. It says approve, submit building plans to the fire marshal office for review. So moved.
Thank you. Welcome. Please pull the microphone close to you. There you
Good
go.
evening.
Please state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. Jason Rozier, 5200 Buffington Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 30349.
Wow, you've traveled.
Get around.
Okay, please explain your application here.
Sure. We are asking for a reduction in that north side setback by a few feet, strictly to be able to help in the long run, serve our guests and protect our team members. So the play that we're doing and kind of what we're hoping to construct there with the delivery canopies, we do on the same side. We do them on the ordering side where we've got team members outside that, stand outside and kind of take the orders and help expedite traffic on and off the lot, as well as on the delivery side, which is what we're asking for the variance on tonight. So that canopy would actually be structurally attached to the building, so it would hang over that easement by a few feet, or that setback by a few feet, but there would be nothing in the ground actually encroaching it. But it's strictly first case to help protect our team members out there in the elements. It is heated and lit bright LED lights to kind of help promote safety. And there's actually a team member walkway that will be striped and bollarded to keep those team members protected too. But yeah, first reason that we're asking for it is to protect the team members and create a better environment for them. The residual effect is it helps us to speed traffic on and off the lot to kind of help the backups to stop occurring.
Okay, just for clarification, is there a canopy there now?
No, sir, not right now.
So now,
There's a small awning that's
right,
there now,
okay,
kind of overhanging.
over the window.
Correct.
So this canopy is going to be out further to protect everybody from the weather and whatever?
Correct. It'd be considerably longer. This would be,
Yep.
in the 50 to 60-foot range.
Okay,
So it would cover several cars and kind of allow those team members to walk up and down that walkway on the side there.
okay. And you said it's just going to be attached to the building?
Correct. So it'll be structurally attached and supported by the building.
Okay. Has anybody got any questions for the
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Have you any experience with this canopy in other locations?
Yes, sir. Overall, we've put these up in probably about 1,700 or 1,800 locations to date. In this style with the hanging, the awning is actually attached to the building. We've got probably 50 or 60 of those that we've actually put in this year. A lot of municipalities on that side of the building are actually requiring us to do that now.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Is there anybody here to speak in favor of this application? Anybody here to speak against this application? Hearing, seeing none. Do you have anything further you'd like to add before I close the public hearing and open up for discussion and possible action by the board?
I appreciate the opportunity to present and hopefully be able to get the approval.
Okay. I'm going to close the public hearing and open up for discussion and possible action by the board.
Mr. Chairman, I will make a motion to approve a variance request for a side yard of 16.8 feet to construct meal delivery and drive-through customer canopies at 1098 North County Road, as shown on the project data site plan canopy program Chick-Fil-A store number 3370, 1098 North County Road, and accompanying submitted plans dated 3/17/22 and received 4/5/22. So moved.
Second.
Motion to approve, Mr. Wolfer.
Yes, to approve.
Ms. Harris.
Yes to approve.
Mr. Rice.
Yes to approve.
And Chairman Russell.
Yes. Your variance has been approved.
Thank you very much.
Next up is 22-020, variance request for 35 Apple Street. Mr. Vice Chairman, do you have any correspondence?
Yes. 2220, variance request, Sriracha, 35 Apple Street. Applicant seeks variances for front yard of 34.3 feet where 40 feet is required, a side yard of 5.5 feet where 20 feet is required, and building coverage of 26% or 15% maximum is permitted to construct a 560 square foot, 14 by 40 foot detached garage at 35 Apple Street in an R18 district. Parcel is undersized, 8,667 square feet where zone requires a minimum of 18,000 square feet. Corner lot predating inception of zoning, parcel currently has no garage. Applicant has proposed removal of existing sheds in order to construct garage. The board should condition any approval on the removal of existing accessory structures. The board would also consider if the applicant were to reduce the dimensions of the proposed garage to 14 by 34 feet. The front yard variance request could be eliminated as the front yard would be compliant. And there's also a letter indicating, I think it's from the Health Department, 35 Apple Street, if properly is served by septic or well, must submit a completed 6100A form to Health Department.
We don't have a septic or well there. It's,
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman. Welcome. Please state your name and address for the record.
I'm Denise Sarasi in 35 Apple Street in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Please explain your application.
Okay, what we're looking to do is we wanted a detached garage on our property. Right now, there's no existing garage. Prior to zoning, I guess, like all these things were established, but we're looking to put it on our side yard, 14 by 40 total. And we're looking for storage for our car, storage for like all equipment outdoors. So right now, we're just kind of like strapped for space. So we were looking to establish that on our property.
Okay, I see there's some sheds and stuff. Will all that be removed?
There's a wood shed right now, yeah. We're gonna knock that down. The other two are plastic Rubbermaid ones that yeah, those we'll get rid of, yes.
Okay, and is there any way you could reduce the size of the garage so that we would be more conforming to the,
We'd prefer not to, because we kind of really wanted that space so that we could use it for the cars.
so you're firm on that size?
I prefer, yes.
Okay. Has anybody got any questions for the applicant? Varen?
I do, Mr. Chairman. It's a simple question. I was just wondering, where are you storing the equipment now? Is it in those?
Just outdoors.
It's all outdoors.
We have, yeah, everything, all the, like lawnmower, pretty much everything, yeah.
so
So
not
it's
in
on
the-
our patio. We have a very small patio, so it's kind of cluttered with all the stuff on the patio.
And how many cars do you have?
We have 2 cars.
2 cars. Thank you.
Mr. Rice?
Is there, have you looked at your property and find that that's the most advantaged place to put this garage, or?
We
Seems
have-
like on the left side, you have a lot more property.
But then it takes up that whole yard. Like, there's not really a large yard. There's like a little slice of us back, like our backyard. But then on the other side is considered a front yard, and that has like a little small driveway that was there. I'm not sure why. But yeah, so it would take up I don't think we'd be able to put in something that size there.
And if you get this garage, are you going to remove the big container that's on your driveway right now?
Big storage container, yeah.
There's a storage container there. It
Absolutely,
looks like
yeah.
it's been there a while.
It's been there for like a little over a year.
Amy, you
Thank you.
have,
I'm getting the look. I didn't know about the storage container, because that's not permitted. However, the other side of the house, the way the house is oriented, Mr. Rice, is front yard, so it wouldn't be compliant over there. And as I mentioned in staff comments, I understand it's preferable to have a 40-foot long one, but reducing it by 6 feet removes one variance. So there are limitations certainly with this parcel that are non-conforming, the corner, the size. However, there is a means to at least reduce the request.
thank you. Anybody else got any questions for the applicant?
Mr. Chairman, I have a
Yeah.
question for Amy.
Go ahead.
So is there any other place on the property that they could put the garage of the same size that they're proposing without requiring variances?
No.
No. Okay, thank you.
Anybody got any other questions? Tom? Is there anybody here to speak in favor of this application? Anybody here to speak against this application? Hearing and seeing none, is there anything further you'd like to add?
don't think so.
So you're going to stick with 14 by 40? Okay, I'm going to close the public hearing and open up for discussion and possible action by the board.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to make a motion. There's 3 of them that have to be made. Variance request for front yard of 34.3 feet where 40 feet is required to construct a detached single-story garage at 35 Apple Street, as shown on improvement location survey. Proposed garage, land of Richard H. and Denise Sriracha, 35 Apple Street, dated 11/19/21, and submitted plans received 4/7/22, subject to removal of all existing accessory structures, outbuildings prior to construction commencement. So moved.
Second.
Front yard variance, motion to approve, Mr. Wolfer.
Yes to approve.
Ms. Harris.
Yes to approve.
Mr. Rice.
No.
And Chairman Russick.
Yes. That motion failed.
Ready for a second? Yep. Okay. Variance request for side yard of 5.5 feet where 20 feet is required to construct a detached single-story garage at 35 Apple Street as shown on improvement location survey. Proposed garage, land of Richard H. and Denise A. Sriracha, 35 Apple Street, dated 11/19/21, and submitted plans received 4/7/22, subject to removal of all existing accessory structures, outbuildings prior to construction commencement. So moved.
Second.
This is a side yard variance. Mr. Wolfer, motion to approve.
Yes to approve.
Ms. Harris.
Yes to approve.
Mr. Rice.
No.
And Chairman Russick.
Yes.
And variance request for building coverage of 26% or 15% maximum is permitted to construct a detached single-story garage at 35 Apple Street as shown on improvement location survey. Proposed garage, land of Richard H. and Denise A. Sriracha, 35 Apple Street, dated 11/19/21, and submitted plans received 4/7/22, subject to removal of all existing accessory structures, outbuildings prior to construction commencement. So moved.
Second.
Motion to approve the building coverage. Mr. Wolfer.
Yes to approve.
Ms. Harris.
Yes to approve.
Mr. Rice.
No.
And Chairman Russick.
Yes. All 3 failed. All been denied. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes? Tom, do you have any corrections? I should ask that first.
Well, thank you. Motion to approve minutes from the May,
No,
or
April
April
meeting,
meeting
as written.
as written. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Good.